The coin on the screen is one of the newest coins that they just released.
Okay. Now that we trying to get situated here, there we go. I'm going to show you how you can earn that kind of income with 7K. I'm going to show you what it means just to be a member and how it can benefit you. Okay, even if you're not interested in making money right now, believe me, you want to be part of this company. And so let me demonstrate how. Okay, if you saw in the video, you have two types of memberships that we have. We have $1.99, and you're going to get points with these. Now, points is how we make money, okay? And the business membership is $4.99. Now, you get product with each one of them. So you're going to get a coin, but with the $4.99, we call it a business in a pack. You're going to get 4 websites. You're going to get a bullion coin. You're going to get an MS-70 coin. You're going to get brochures. You're going to get a card. You're going to get everything you need to start your business with. So owning a business for $500, you tell me any kind of business you can start for $500, and you get an e-commerce site, you get a back office that keeps everything, all the records for you, you get a training center, and then you get a 7K advantage, and you get an app, you get tons of deals for that $500. About $1,100 value, to be honest with you. And then we call the coin the auto ship, that auto saver, that MS-70 coin, either the Silver Eagle coin, the state series, or the new variety state animal series, or the specialty coin. We call that the engine to your business or your overhead of your business. I look at it like this business as analogous to me, a franchise business, except it doesn't cost you $300,000 to get the franchise. It only costs you $500, $4.99, okay? And instead of paying rent and electricity for your overhead, you're going to buy a product of value, the $1.2 million product that has value and gains value with time. Now, they got a history of that, proven history. So kind of think about what we just said there in terms of a business opportunity. Okay, so for purposes of how this pay plan works, when you join, with whatever membership you join, you get put into the computer, and they're going to, it's called a tracking center, and they're going to have a counter on each side of that tracking center, and you have a left hand and a right arm. So you're going to create a team because you know people I don't know. Everybody knows different people, okay? And so our business is one telling people about this, one person telling another person. And so how does that work? Well, you're going to, somebody introduce you to this. They're going to place you either on their left side or right side. So let's say they placed you on their right side. Okay, and that's you, you're in the business, you're on their team, on their right team, okay? Now, here you are, you want to make some money. You want to share this. This is a good thing to share, especially with friends and family first, okay? And so let's say you're pretty excited about this, and you go share it. Now, everybody in black is going to be people you personally sponsor, okay? So that's going to be important. And so you sponsor a person over here. Well, let's not do this. Let me do it the right way, the way I like to see it done. Before you even got started, and this doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does, your sponsor found somebody else, and he placed somebody in your hand. And that's called a gift from above, that green. Okay, now gift from above, that counts points for you, just like if you would have sponsored them. Now, we're not going to do 150 points and 50 points. We're just going to do 100 points for easy math to understand, to illustrate how this works. Okay? And so that's going to be 100 points come up in your computer. Now, you got somebody already over there and you got points in the computer. You found somebody and you put them over here. That's yours. That's your personally sponsored person. One. Okay? Now, they got a little more excited than you did, and they went and found somebody kind of like Claudia. She got started immediately. She put somebody on her left. She put somebody on her right. I mean, just bingo. Left, left, right, right. And then this person, they found a person, and they put somebody there, and that person found a person, and bingo, you got 500 points in your computer. Okay? Now, that could all happen in a day. Could happen in a month, 3 months, 6 months. There's no time limits here. Your membership's good for a whole year. And so this person actually got pretty excited too, and they sponsored a person on their left and a person on their right off the bat, and that person sponsored a person, and this person put a person there, and bingo, you got what? 500 points in your counter. But you've only personally sponsored one person on your left side. To get a check, like they said in this, you have to have one person you personally sponsored on the left that's active, and one person you sponsored on the right that's active. And so let me ask you a question, Ray. If I came to you and said, Ray, this is Saturday. If you give me $199 and I give you a coin, and you're going to get a $500 check tomorrow, would you do that? Without a doubt, it's a no-brainer, right? I said, well, look, this is a great business. You believe in it. Put your wife in, your spouse. Well, I don't have a spouse. Okay. Well, you got to put your son in. Get your son, your daughter. Put somebody in the business. Go find somebody who want to be a partner. If you can't find somebody, put your son in. Okay, well, you personally sponsored your son or your wife, like I did. Okay, that's your personally sponsored person on your right. Okay, now you got 600 points. You get a $500 check, and they're going to erase 500 points from this side and 500 points from this side. And they're going to leave you with 100 points on that side. Oh, this company does something different no other company's doing. Now, to illustrate how this works, and it's only by illustration, look, you got 5 people on this side, right? You got 6 people on this side. That's your team, your left team and your right team. You've only personally sponsored one on each side, correct? Now, Ronnie, if they want, these new people, if they want a check, what do they got to do? They got to sponsor one on their left and one on their right. They know different people than we do, right? What if they're only half as good as you were? Okay. Well, the next week, now we can do this months, weeks, years, whatever. Not years, but quarters. I like to do it in weeks to illustrate how to check, because you can get a weekly paycheck. And that's W-E-E-K-L-Y, not W-E-A-K. Okay? And so that'd be 6 new people coming in the next week. You didn't get them. The other people got 1. Okay? So now your team's growing, kind of like my team did that I told you about. And now you got 5 new sales that came up this week in your counter. That's 500 points. On that side, you got 600 points coming in here, adds to that 100, makes it 700. You're an associate. You made $500 last week. Guess what, Ray? You just made another $500 check. They send you the $500 in your sound money wallet, and that's adding to that balance. And then they take 500 off each side, and they leave you with 2. Look how your bank is increasing in volume. Okay, now these are new people, if they want to make a $500 check every week like you doing, Ray, what do they got to do? They got to get started, right? One on the left, one on the right. They know different people than you do, right? You might not even know half of these people down here, like I didn't. Okay. So, you know, they go and they're only half as good as you. So they get one each to start their business to try and make a check. Now, that's 10 new sales coming in to your team. Well, man, that your team is growing in size, but that's 1,000 points just come up there, right? And now you got 1,200 points come up here. 1,200 and 200 makes 1,400 in points. Well, you're only an associate. Uh-oh. You can only make $500, like they said, but would you like to make 1,000? So this is how this business goes. You know, just share it with somebody else or be happy with 500. It's okay. Now, if you're happy with 500, here's what happens. They take 500 off. They take a whole 1,000 off here because you could have made 1,000, but you chose not to. And then they take 500 off here, off this side, and leave you with 900 points. Well, that's pretty cool. You already got a check in the bank on this side, right? Well, you got another choice. Let's put those back. Here's your other choice. Here's your other choice. Let's say this person right here, they did sponsor a person left and right, and they're an associate, okay? They're an associate that you personally sponsor. This person you personally sponsor became an associate right off the bat. Well, why don't you find 2 more people who want to make some money, 2 more business partners, share this, and we teach you how to do that. And so you'll have to place them underneath all these people somewhere down here, and now you got your personally sponsored 2 on the left side, and then you're going to have to place them down here somewhere, your personally sponsored 2 on your right side. You got an associate on the left, associate on the left, associate on the right, and a personally sponsored person on the left and right. Now you're a copper, see? Now you can make 2 cycles a week. Now you get $1,000. Now they're going to raise 1,000 points and 1,000 points, and they're going to pay you $1,000. And that's how we did it. Now, you can go through the ranks, but this copper is the key to the business. And all you do, if you want to become a bronze, you've got to have 3 people you personally sponsor on the left and the right. And one of these 3 has to become a copper like you did. So it's people helping people. Trust me, you're interested in helping people help get their rank. Like I'm helping George, and I'm helping Pamela and Holly and Wayne, people on my other side, and Woodrow on my left. Okay, so when you do, then that allows you to make $2,000 a week when you're a bronze. Well, how does that happen? Well, remember, let's just take it one step further. Let's say you're a bronze now, right? Okay, if they want to make one of those $1,000 checks or $500 checks, they're on, what do they got to do? They got to get started. One on the left, one on the right. What if they just average 1 this next week? That's 20 new people. Your team is growing, just like my team grew. Just the example that I gave you. 2,400 points come up here, and that's 2,800 points. 2,000 points come up here. Well, if you're a bronze, they're going to erase 2,000 points on each side, send you a $2,000 check in your Sound Money wallet.
And a coin.
Yeah, because yeah. Now, if you're not a bronze and you're just a copper, they're going to erase 2,000 here and erase 1,000 over here because you could have got paid on that. Okay. And so basically, that's how it works. And if you want to become a silver, you do the same thing. You put in 2 more people, 5 on each side, and then you help one person become a bronze on each side, and you're a silver and you make $3,500 a week. That's pretty nice income, right? And if you want to become a gold like my wife and I are, then you help a person become a silver on your left and help a person become a silver on your right. Do the same process, and you're a gold, and you can earn $7,000 a week. Well, let's jump ahead. Remember, I've been in it 4 years. There's hardly anybody in this country right now still in this business because nobody knows about us. It's just been word of mouth. Okay, now, as this team grows, here's what I want to show you. Let's just say you have 25 people on this team. You didn't personally sponsor them. And you got 25 on this side. We're going to do easy math. Now, for them to stay active, they need to be buying a coin every month, right? Okay, that's that collectible coin. Remember, I told you the engine. Okay, now they buy the 105 per month. That's their overhead. That coin is 15 points. The newest one, our state variety, is 139. And we just started with a new collection series on that. That's 20 points. And then, of course, the gold or very rare silver coin is 309, but that's 30 points. So again, for ease of understanding, let's do 20 points average. Okay. Now, 20 points times 25 is 500 points, right? 20 points times 25 is 500 points. Okay, well, that's 500 points coming up every month. If you just sponsored one person on your left and one person on your right, and you got 500 points coming up every month, could you use an extra $500 a month in retirement? Or anybody could use an extra 500 a month, right? Doesn't matter if you're retired or not. And this is how you get it. We're teaching people how to accumulate wealth and how to earn extra money while they're accumulating wealth, if they want to. Okay? Now, let's take this one step further. Like kind of my business as an example. Let's say I've got 1,000 people on this team. I'm a gold. And they're buying that coin every month. Well, that's 20,000 points, isn't it? Yeah. To put 1,000 people in here on that team. You didn't get 1,000. I didn't get 1,000. But these people are making checks too. Everybody makes checks if they get one on the left and one on the right and just learn how to do this business. And so that's 20,000 points, y'all, in a month. Are there 4 weeks in a month, according to my math? 4 into 20,000 means 5,000 on average in a week coming up on left and right. So you can make 5,000 on average a week. Isn't 5,000 a week about 20,000 a month? Hello. Okay. So I want to share one more thing with you. Because this is exactly how this business works for people. And if you don't understand it, it's okay. We teach you this. And I call it 2 years to learn. You get to earn while you learn. you put a little extra time in, you accumulate products of wealth, and you learn about the business and have some fun. Okay? So let's take this person here. Let's say that person just came in with a $199 membership, okay? They didn't want to buy a coin every month, but they wanted to buy gold and silver. They wanted to buy gold and silver, what they can afford, and they wanted the 7K Advantage, and they wanted that Sound Money wallet, or they wanted healthcare plans, because we got some great group healthcare plans that you can't get elsewhere. And so that person has a counter just like everybody else does, okay? But they didn't buy their coin every month, so they're inactive. Their counter doesn't collect points. It only collected points the first month that they joined. That's it. Then it erased the points that they had in it because they're not active, okay? But this person right here, let's say they bought their coin every month, but they didn't tell anybody about it. Okay? Now they were in somebody's business, and you had those, what, 20,000 points coming up every week? Well, let's say he has a year from now, he has 60,000 points here in his counter. Now he's been a year from now, he's been buying this coin every month, and let's say he's been buying a 20-point coin, makes easy thing. So that's what? 20 times 12 is 240, right? So he's got 240 here. Okay. Now he's been in a year. He knows the company. He's watched everything. He's looked at everything, or she. And they say, well, you know, this company's really cool. There are people making money around here. I'm just, you know, buying products. I got good collectibles. I want some of that $500 action, okay? Because why? He's got $60,000 in the bank over here. So let's say he talks to somebody and they join and they get in right there. He sponsors them. He's going to put them over here, trust me, okay? You definitely better put them over there. Don't put them over here, way down here, okay? So he gets in, he personally sponsors his first person on his left. Now, that person sponsors a person, that person sponsors a person, but they didn't do anything, but this person sponsored this person, and that person started making a $500 check. Okay, as soon as he gets 500 in volume there, what do you think I did, Greg? I called him up, and I said, hey, would you spend $199, get a coin, and get a $500 check tomorrow? I said, put your brother in, put your sister in, put your wife in. And yeah, you're going to have to put them way down here at the bottom of that leg, but you get $500, right? Okay, let's say they put them in right there, okay? They put their spouse in. I like doing family business packs because my wife's in the business, I'm in the business, kind of like Colleen and Jay Lee. And there's a lot of husband and wives in this business. Just like Matthew and
Yes, sir.
Candace. And it was a C. And so look, you get that $500, okay? And then this guy makes another 500, you know, points come up and got another 500 the next week. You're going to get another $500 check because you got an active here and an active here, right? Okay, if this person starts making a $500 check every week, how many points you got coming up every week, y'all? 1,000 points, because both of those, and it goes right through them all the way up to your counter. Okay, now, the person you going up, you're past a month where your spouse is. To be active, you got to what?
Buy a coin.
Buy a coin. Tell me you wouldn't buy a $105 valuable coin once a month to make a $500 check every week.
Yep.
I mean, anybody would do that, right?
Yeah.
That coin's going in value.
Exactly, and the coin's going up in value. So this is what I'm talking about. Now let's talk about this person here that did not buy, but has been buying their gold and silver, and they really like that part of the business, you know, but they never really did anything. And now 2 years later, 3 years later, they renewed their membership every year because you get to renew or not renew. It's a choice. And so let's take this person and they decide, you know what? I want to do this business too. I want to make some of that extra cash. It makes my gold and silver cheaper, right? If I'm making extra cash, it's kind of like what Bob did. He started making extra money so he could buy more gold and silver, right? Okay. So as soon as he becomes active, now remember, they got a lot of people over here. Let's just assume there's, 100 people, or we can do 1,000. But let's say it's 4 years out and he's in my group and it's 1,000 people down there. Well, 1,000 times 20. In 1 month, the first month, he's going to have 20,000 points right there in his counter on the right side. Well, he just goes to work like this guy did and does the same thing, and he can do the same thing and get an extra $500 a week in retirement. Who couldn't use an extra $500 a week? Just like those people on the video. And so there's all kind of benefits for everyone. Everyone may not know how to do everything or totally understand that. But I put it this way. It's $199 for a membership. You get to learn, and the best way to do any research is where? From the inside. It doesn't obligate you to anything, so at least become a member. But if you have just the inkling that you want to make some extra money, and you want to have all the tools, and you want to be a part of what we're doing and helping other people, get your business pack at $4.99. If not, get yourself a membership, get in Show-Em-K, and start buying you some gold and silver. Have your private vault, store it there, and then have access to these powerful collectible coins. Everybody needs their own gold and silver. There's no better way to get it than with 7K. And it's our membership. So thank you. I hope this helps everyone understand the comp plan a little bit better. And remember, it's an illustration. It works out. I'd used averages and kind of so you can understand the mechanics of the comp plan. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you.
I can stop recording.